What is up, everybody? You know, I always start this show off by showing love to those companies that help make this podcast possible. Guys, first is my friends over at COMPANYCAM. I say, all of you out there, if you're running a business, you're managing a business, COMPANYCAM is going to be one of your best friends. Guys, one of the biggest things in today's day and age is going to be before and after photos, photo, video, documentation. People want transparency. There's too many companies out there saying they did one thing and they're doing another. Well, COMPANYCAM Help makes that easy. You're going to know exactly who took the photo, when they took the photo. You're going to have all the metadata to be able to go with that, and it's going to be a high-res quality, so you can use this kind of stuff for, say, your digital marketing when it comes to your website or whatever that may be. But this is absolutely awesome. It's going to catalog all of that for you. It has pre-built templates that you can send to your customer that's going to show before and after. It's going to make it look nice and professional. And I don't care what it is. You clean that blower wheel, show that you cleaned it. Show the before and after. You change that capacitor, show the before and after. Add that value to your customer. Especially a lot of people nowadays, they're like, hey, just go downstairs. Let me know when you're done. Let them see what you're doing. COMPANYCAM is packed full of features, guys. They are adding new things every single day. You want notes with all those pictures? Easy. All you have to do is press a button. That thing's going to listen to everything that you're doing while you're going through. The AI that's built into it is going to build notes, and it's going to put a little summary on everything for you without you doing a word. Guys, COMPANYCAM is coming up with additional features every single day. I am so excited to eventually have them back on the podcast so that we can pay attention to everything that they're adding. I think that I don't even know sometimes, and I use this software in my business. Every business that I've ran, managed, owned, I have used COMPANYCAM, and this is one that I will always stand by. So all of you out there, if you own a business, I'm going to tell you where to check it out. If you're a technician, go beat on the desk of your manager and tell them, hey, I want to use COMPANYCAM. Gil said so. All right. You tell them. Just tell them Gil said so. I promise you they'll do it. But hey, if you're interested, go ahead and go to www.companycam.com/HVAC Uncensored. They're going to give you a free 14-day trial. Try it out. You know, no harm, no foul. See if you like it. I know that you will. After that, they're going to give you 50% off your first 2 months. And just for being a part of HVAC Uncensored Nation. All right. This is this is something I believe in, guys. I've used this. I don't know what I would do without it now. And they're adding so many features. It's a steal as far as I'm concerned. All right. All right, guys. Go check out my friends over at COMPANYCAM, and let's go on to the next. Next, you guys know who it is. The number one tool bag in the industry, guys, is VETO. Stop going to Home Depot and buying those cheap old bags that are going to last you 2 months and they're going to fall apart. Yes, I get it. VETO tool bags are not cheap, and I get it that not everybody can afford them. It's something you got to work your way up to. But when you do, these things are it's kind of like driving a Mercedes or a big truck or whatever it is when it comes to VETO, and it really shouldn't be. It's about quality. These are the most bang for your buck. You know that tool bag is going to last you a minimum of 5 years with their 0 downtime warranty for 5 years. They have came up with so many different kinds of bags, whether you want a book bag, you want it beefy, you want it thin, you want wheels on it, you want a small handbag, whatever you could possibly want, VETO makes a tool bag for you. Whether you're an electrician, a plumber, a carpet guy, cable, HVAC, it doesn't matter. VETO is going to have a tool bag for you. So guys, go check them out. They even have, if you guys see me walking around with the VETO book bag, I have part of their brand new Norwalk launch, which is going to be their duffel bag and stuff like that, like travel wear luggage, which is absolutely amazing. It's the same quality that we know and love in their tool bags. So go check them out. You guys missed all the sales. All of the sales are going to be gone now. I don't know why this is acting goofy, but here's the Norwalk stuff that I was talking about. And I don't know why the thing's getting easy. So, acting weird. So everybody in the video, it's acting a little goofy, but it's okay. If you look here on the bottom, you're going to see these black bags. These are the ones I'm talking about, the different ones. those are the ones that I'm testing out now. That's absolutely amazing. So go check those out. I will be using these to take all my stuff to AHR this year. I'm going to be checking all this out, the toiletry bag, the duffel bag, the book bag, all that kind of stuff. All right. So if any of you are looking to spend some of that summer money, you just made all that money, you're sitting back counting it, and you want to upgrade your tools or whatever it may be, go give my friends at VETO a try. All right. That being said, man, let's get on to the show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless the United States, and thank you to all those men and women who defend it.
Welcome to the #1 rated HVAC podcast. If you're looking to grow in the HVAC industry, then you're in the right spot. Blue collar people talking about blue collar shit. Let's get better together. So turn up the volume, buckle your seatbelt, and let's welcome your host, Gil KV Jr.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. I'm your host, Gil KV Jr., trying to figure out why we have a whole bunch of technical errors today. I don't know what's going on, and I think I lost my guest as well. Let me make sure. Can everybody hear me? I got to see if my guest went through and wait for him to pop back in. What's up, everybody in the chat? Sorry, man. Things were acting goofy again today. It wasn't showing, but can everybody see me? You're good. You can hear me. Cool. All right. Say what's up to everybody in here, man. A few friends that came in. My brother, my main man, Mr. Jason Johnson. What is up, brother? Thank you for being here as always. Mr. Modern Comfort, thank you for being here. Let's see. Mr. East Coast, what is up, my man? Thank you as well. Mr. Froggy, what is up, Froggy? Thank you for being here, brother. We got Mr. Ryan F. What is up, brother? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Let's see, Mr. Nasty. What is up, bro? Thank you for being here, buddy. Mr. Freon Leon. What is up, my man? Who else we got in here? Mr. Ryan Hughes. Hughes, man. What is up, my man? Good to see you, bro. I know I saw Mr. Sammy Andrew. What is up, buddy? Thank you for being in here. Mr. Neil C. Vids. What is up, brother? Man, got some people I haven't seen here in a little bit. Thought I missed somebody. If I missed you, I apologize. Guys, a great show tonight, man. You guys know that Jackson Systems is one of the newest sponsors of the show. I think I lost my guest, though. I'm not sure what happened. Matt, are you still there, buddy? I'm having all kind of goofy technical issues tonight. I'm not one of those nights. But we'll be all right. We'll be good. Have a good show like we always do. But I want to make sure that I can get Matt in here. Nice, Ryan. You're going to be at AHR. That's sweet, bro. I will definitely be there. It's awesome this year. My buddy Don, a childhood friend of mine, who is not an HVAC. He might have done HVAC for like a summer. Is actually going to come down there with me, so I'm pretty excited. I'm going to mix podcast and friend. He's one of my closest childhood friends, so it's going to be awesome. I could care less about the Mariners or the Blue Jays, to be honest with you, man. I've been watching the baseball. At least this one is good. I kind of want to see the Mariners because I obviously, as an O's fan, I don't want to see the Blue Jays win. Guys, I'm going to try to move this over because I don't know if this is just muted, but I feel like Matt is not here. So let me see. Matt, are you still there, buddy? Huh. Sorry, guys, trying to get my guest back in here, man. Uh, Sorry for the wait. Montreal Expos. No Cavs. I've never been a big hockey fan. I watched it during like the Stanley Cup playoffs. I have some friends who are like huge Cavs fans. Um, I've been to some games. It's been a while, but I wouldn't call myself a hockey fan. I mean, I know just enough to be dangerous. God, I hope I can get this guest back in here. What is going on? Yeah, I can't even talk football this year, man. My Ravens are atrocious. I don't know what's going on. So I'm keeping my mouth shut when it comes to football season. You won't hear a peep out of me. American soccer. Oh, man. Sorry, man. Trying to get the guest back in here. My apologies. I don't understand. What you guys getting into? Anybody have anything cool going on? Any cool jobs, big jobs? I don't think I've ever been to a gas station where they pump the gas for me. Dude, see anything else on my end? I've never even heard of those, Jay. Rebel units. I'm not even sure what they are. Not even going to sit here and pretend like I do know what they are. Boiler swap outs. Nice. Dual fuel furnace and ductless units. There you go. I'm pretty curious that well, no, I'm curious, but I think I know what a lot of you are going to say. Have any of you had any experience with electric tankless water heaters? And if so, what is your feedback? Because I've had nothing but bad experience and heard nothing but bad stuff about them. But I'm just curious, feedback from the rest of you. I don't know what's going on, man. This stinks. I can't get the guest in here, and I don't know. Everything on my end is a go. I got all green lights. I don't. Bad things. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. No, no shit, nasty. This one needs like 100 amps going to it, so people need to upgrade their main. It's Yeah, I'm just not a fan. Oh, here we go. Gotta hope Mac was able to get in. There we go. Now I think we got Matt in here. Here you go, guys. We have a goofy intro, but please, guys, thank you for sticking around with me. Let me welcome Mr. Matt Haggard from Jackson Systems. How are you, Matt?
Good. How are you?
Good, good, man. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what the heck happened. It has been one of those nights, man. My apologies.
No worries. I was on Chrome. It was working fine pre-show, and then it booted me off, and then had to go to Edge, and I'm back online. So
Yeah, it was weird because remember the YouTube stuff wasn't coming up, and all of a sudden that popped up, and I looked over and you were gone. And I was like, "Go figure." I got one and lost my guest. Um, but anyway, man, yeah, I know we're starting late, so we'll go as long as you can. I don't want to keep you too late, man. But I guess we'll get right into it. Obviously, guys, a lot of you in the chat know Jackson Systems is one of the newest sponsors of the show. I absolutely love Mr. Tom and everything that Jackson System does. Matt, what do you do over at Jackson Systems, bud?
yeah, I'm the sales manager over there. I manage the sales team that's covering the whole country and making sure we're servicing all of our contractors and getting them what they need, and we're telling all of the story of all the great things that Jackson Systems is doing day in and day out to help make contractors' lives a little bit better.
Nice, nice. And I know that you guys offer so many different things that I've used myself and my different companies over the years. But I know we want to focus on the AirLink program. If you could tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, of course. So the AirLink program is our latest and greatest program where we tie two of our best programs together into one. So we've always been known for our contractor branding, our thermostat imprinting, getting the contractors in front of the homeowner. We've also been known for our filter services, and so what we've done is take a April Air 1210 or a Honeywell F100 air cleaner cabinet. We can brand with a UV flatbed printer the contractor's logo right there, full color, looks great. But we include a QR code. We set up a filter store for them, so the homeowner scans it after it's been installed. It takes them straight to the filter they need. Contractor sets a margin they want. We ship, do all the fulfillments. It goes straight to the homeowner, and the contractor collects a profit check. And we can do that with any item that has a consumable. So air cleaner cabinets are the easiest to understand, but humidifiers and pads, UV lights and bulbs, you name it, we can do it.
Yeah, and see, and I don't think people like when they think of that, like, oh, it's just a filter, it's just this. I don't think some of you may not understand how powerful that is because most of those little things, for one, as a technician, as a company, you can't carry every filter that you need. You just can't. There's too many of them. You can't be driving around with a tractor trailer behind your truck. So something like this makes it easy. And even if we just talk about the filter side of it, is your customer can buy the filter that they need. And I'm pretty sure when it goes on there, they still have a choice. Like you pick the size, but they still have a choice of the different filters that size that fit their unit, correct?
So with the basic, it goes straight to one filter that the contractor recommends, but you can link it with another one of our programs and they can have the choices of the different MERV ratings or whatever they want. So yeah, it just depends. We have options.
Okay, yeah. So, and like I said, we don't got to worry about stocking those filters that are going to get beat up in my shop. By the time I need them, they're crushed, they're broken, they're just a waste of money. These can get shipped directly to the customer. And you say, hey, we're going to let you get it from our wholesaler that we buy from at a discount. So that way you don't got to worry about going to some store and searching where you don't know. We've already done the vetting process for you. This is exactly what you need. Customers love it. They absolutely love it. They can go in there, they order them, they're there waiting for them. And imagine, like he said, they do this with all these other things. And what I love is with the IAQ products, the Remy Halos, all these different things that when I buy these items, I have to put them on these guys' vans. And then by the time they go to sell them, the bulb's broken. Oh, hey, Gil, I just installed it. It doesn't work. All these issues. And I hate to say it, but that's money. So now I have to buy another product, figure out why this one bad. I got to pay that technician to go back out there to do it again. The customer is normally not happy, or now they're like, you know what? Well, if you can't install it today, I don't know if I really want to spend $2,000 on all that stuff. And what you guys do is absolutely amazing that you can ship out those, refills and stuff like that for the customer to go directly to you guys to be able to get it.
Yeah, thank you. And it blows my mind the number of contractors we talk to that they throw their hands up in the air. They're like, they have those broken bulbs, broken filters enough to like, you know what? Just go to a big box store. They'll take care of you. And they just completely leave that income on the table. And so our big mission is to get contractors back into the filter business and let them earn that residual income. They're doing all the work in the home. We want them to make the money on it, not some big nameless box store corporation. And so I'm excited to bring it to them. And it's a great program. We have quite a few contractors on it and more joining every day.
Yeah. And it's just about branding. Like, if you notice, like a lot of these companies nowadays, they especially in the residential world, I know a lot of you are in different avenues. So just, bear with me. We're talking about the residential world. Companies are trying to do, HVAC, plumbing, electrical. For the whole point is they want the customer, they want to be a one-stop shop when the customer calls. I don't have any intention of ever doing that right now. Maybe adding a service at some point, but I don't want to do all of them. But I do want to educate my customers, and you would be surprised how many customers don't know what filter to buy. And they think it's a dumb question, so they don't ask. Because we're the technicians, the customer asked, and we don't educate them. How many of them out there buy those fancy Filtrete filters that cost $30 a piece? And as a homeowner, they think they're doing a good thing. They're like, hey, I splurged and spent the extra money on this fancy filter, not realizing that thing does more harm than good. Let's give them something like Jackson Systems. Let's give them, hey, you don't got to worry about that. You know what I mean? I'll tell you the best filter that's for your system, that's going to be able to catch everything you need it to. And it's also going to be good for your system. Just click this link, this QR code, go right to there, and this way you can order your filter. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what customers want.
For sure. And the best part about it is it's a free program. There's a minimum of 9 cabinets you have to buy, and we stock those, ship them straight to you. And the branding, the filter store, all of that setup, completely free to the contractor.
And that's what I think is awesome, to be honest. And I've told Mr. Tom this one time before, like the service you guys provide, to be honest, you probably should charge something for it. You should charge more. And the fact that, to be honest, because what you do, it's so valuable. And like everybody listening to this, like everything that we're talking about, they provide for free. Like you can only win doing this. It doesn't cost you anything. Maybe it's a phone call to get everything set up, a few minutes of your time. But other than that, this can only help you in your business because they're taking on the workload. Yes, we're buying our products from them, which you should be doing that anyway. But you get all these other services that are going to help you in your business at no additional cost. I don't understand the downside. Somebody make it make sense. Yeah, it's sorry. I just think about that because I've never understood. And I know you guys are offering always like more and more products. Like, zone boards, dampers, like you name it. Your stock has expanded over the years. Pretty great.
Yeah, no, we're a full line wholesaler outside of equipment. We're adding more and more parts and pieces. I say that, and I'm sure someone will get on our website like, hey, you don't have this specific item, but no, we're adding more and more daily, and we can really do just about everything. And we're have some neat programs with bulk buying, with refrigerant, wire, line set. So if you're buying any of that in bulk, get very aggressive. Well, you mentioned zone boards. We have some really good partners, IO, HVAC controls, Residio, Aprilaire, but all sorts of unique products through all of them. And we can brand those as well. All of the branding we do with the AirLink program, if it's going in the home and you want it branded and there's a surface that we can do it on, we can brand it. And it's when you're using us across the board, it's free shipping in the domestic US. You get a dedicated sales rep. We have a customer service engineering team that you're out in the field, you need some technical support, we can help with most things. To get super technical, we still have to lean on manufacturers a bit, but we're constantly evolving. The thing I love about the Jackson family and being at Jackson Systems, we're always thinking of, okay, what do our contractors need? What do they want? What are the things they're struggling with? How can we come up with something creative to help them on our wholesale side or whatever the case may be? It's a great environment to be a part of. And it's salespeople get a bad rap a lot of times, but the thing I love most about what we do and my job being in sales is I genuinely approach it as I'm trying to help. What can I do to help contractors? Because if I'm helping you, we're going to win together. And if I'm not helping you, then I'll find someone I can help.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And Mr. Tom has always been the man, and you can just tell, like, the guy who leads the team, and he's just always been a very genuine person. So, you go to those different conventions and like, he's the one standing at the booth. How many of these places do you see where like the big guy standing at the booth, and that's what just made me always have, so much respect for him. That's why I think I'm super grateful to be doing this partnership with you guys now, because like I said, I've always used you guys, and all you guys listen to this know, and I've said this before, if I wouldn't say something about a certain company or service for free, I wouldn't say something paid. And Jackson Systems has just always been, it's been kind of a win-win. There's been a few questions in the chat. Let me see. Jay said, do they also recommend homeowners to a contractor in that arena that is associated with Jackson Systems? Well, I don't think customers don't know about Jackson Systems. So none of your customers would call them directly. The only way a homeowner would know about them is if we are telling them about it. So I guess to answer that question, no.
Yeah, and the whole point of our programs are to make it look, and it is your filter store, and the filter store it goes to, it has the contractor's logo on it. It looks, feels, and is the contractor's store. So we want to stay behind the scenes because we want the homeowners to know our customer, the contractor, not us.
Yeah. So to make that clear, when they do this stuff for you, like, so for me, let's just say HVAC Uncensored. I have an HVAC company. I have them. They make my website. My customer clicks on that QR code. When they go to it, they don't even know that Jackson Systems is the one fulfilling that. It looks like my store. Oh, I'm going to HVAC Uncensored to buy the filter for that system that he put in. But they're making us look good because they're fulfilling the orders. They're logoing them. They're marketing. They're doing all that stuff that you would get. And they're the one shipping it out for you. So you're only buying things when you need it versus having to keep all that stock in-house, and then it collects dust till you need it. It breaks, like we talked about earlier. So to make sure you guys understand exactly what that was, and I'm glad you said that because I totally forgot the way I explained it, I think was incorrect. Let me see some of these questions, guys, that you have to ask. So I know you guys have done different things. The AirLink program itself, how long has that been going? Like actually the AirLink, with the name AirLink, I guess.
Yeah, the AirLink program is the latest of sort of the branding and filter services we offer. I believe it started last May, so we've been going about a year and a half, a little under. And it's really taken off. A lot of contractors jumping on and enjoying it.
Sweet. Yeah, no, that is extremely awesome. And I even tell people, even if there is so much to do with it, but even if you did it for filters, and I know, so the other side of this, I want you to go when they go buy it. So say that they sell us that filter, and I've said this before, they sell us that filter for $10. and we say, hey, we're going to sell that to our customer for $15. I'm just making up a number. And you get 100 people buy that $15 filter in that month. At the end of the month, Jackson Systems is then going to send you a check for the difference of what they purchased. So, you know what I mean? You want your customer to keep getting those things. You want to be able to provide all these answers to your customer, because when a customer calls in and says, hey, I know you guys just put in that system, what size filter do I have? Rather than being like, oh, ma'am, let me look it up. Oh, it's a 16 by 25 by 1. Just go down to Home Depot and grab one. Oh, hey, ma'am, remember, go downstairs and just click that QR code. It's going to go right to our store, and you can buy your filter directly from there. Which one sounds better? Which one sounds more professional? You know what I mean? It kind of takes care of itself.
Yeah, and it's really an easy program. And the best part about it is how hands off it really truly is. Let your homeowner know it's right there on the box, and you just sit back and collect a profit check. And once you install the cabinet, it's no muss, no fuss. I know you're talking about all the damage and stuff. You don't have to deal with that. We deal with all the headaches and take care of it.
So it's funny. We have a question from Mr. Randy in the chat. Says, Gil, ask him which thermostat brand they sell the most of.
Residio is the number one selling thermostat we have, brand wise, but we have a lot that are very close. I mean, we sell a ton of Ecobees, we sell a ton of Brayburn, White Rogers, you name it. We have the major players out there for sure.
And that makes sense, because I would say that these guys got to be. Gil's store also sells leopard print briefs. Be quiet, guys. Stop being dirty in the chat. My store does not sell that. And if it is, it's not my store from Jackson Systems. Yeah. So like the T4s and T6s, do they still come marked as Honeywell, or are they Residio now?
They still come marked as Honeywell Home. So they're the Residio brand, but they have a relationship with Honeywell where they keep the Honeywell Home name.
Gotcha.
So they're marked as Honeywell.
Yeah, that's why
yeah, and we've always done the traditional pad printing on those, where it's the same gray color that comes in the Honeywell font, so it blends in. But with the flatbed printer now, we can do that in full color as an upgrade. But most of our contractors still lean towards that gray, just because a lot of homeowners see the color and they're like, oh, I don't want that in my house. It stands out too much.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, because I remember reading something about how they were parting ways to like separate the lines. So that's why I was curious, because you guys would see it more than me. I bought a bunch in bulk that I'm not going to go through for a little bit now. So yeah, that's so dumb question. I know you guys offer so many different things, but really with the AirLink is just going to be more consumable. So say I put stuff on there in that store. What kind of things can I put on there, and what kind of things can't be put on there, if that makes sense?
Okay, so the AirLink is really going to be tied to the product that we're selling, with the consumable that goes with it. We do have another program called eContractor, which is our premium filter store. And what that is a plug-in. So we'll send you some code. You plug it into your website, and it turns your website into a filter store. Right now, it's all filters. We have everything ranging from the 1-inch pleateds to the April Air accordion style, the Honeywell 5-inch filters, all sorts of different filter media. If you're a dynamic contractor, we're dynamic approved. You can sell dynamic media through that, and it's a good fulfillment option. I know a lot of contractors are looking for that. And so it's a very robust system. You can run promos. You can look and see. You have a portal where you can kind of manipulate your catalog. It can tie to the AirLink program. So if you have both programs, the homeowner scans that QR code. It takes them straight to the filter they need on your eContractor store. So it's driving them to your website. So really neat program. We have some really cool things coming down the pipeline with it. We are adding other product categories coming soon, and it's going to be a lot of retail type items that you would want homeowners to buy, not the stuff that you're wanting to get out in front of the contract or the homeowner and take care of yourself.
Yeah, no, it makes sense because even nowadays, like thermostats, you can't, like, these things are online so much that a lot of customers are buying their own thermostat and, hey, will you come put it in? And you don't necessarily want to do that, but it's kind of the day and age we're in because you can only mark it up so much or people just aren't going to buy them from you. There's no point in stocking thermostats, So there's got to be another way to do that because I know that you guys offer so many different things. I wanted to make sure I wasn't merging those plans together. So I guess I know that I may have confused people. If we can go back and strictly just explain the AirLink program once again. My apologies so that I'm not muddying the water to people.
Yeah, the AirLink program is where we brand air cleaner cabinets, any product, IAQ product typically, that has a consumable product. And so our goal is to sell you the IAQ product with the branding on it, and then give you guys an option to make some residual income on those consumable items. So you buy the cabinets from us. It comes branded with the filter store and all of that. You install it. We do the filter fulfillment for you as a service. You'll make a margin on top of the filter, and we're off to the races. That is the AirLink program.
Gotcha.
And I use air cleaners as the example because it's the easiest consumable to kind of wrap your head around. But UV lights and bulbs, humidifiers and pads. E-Contractor, on the other hand, is an online store that basically it's a code, plugs into your website as a contractor and turns your website into a filter store.
Nice. Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, you should have both of those options. But just those kind of solutions. So I think I was tying those two together. So thank you for clarifying that, Matt. But even so the AirLink side, I still love that. Because a lot of people will go out and sell these, UV lights, the ones they put in the Remy Halo, whatever it is, and they're just done with it. But then when it comes time to do that bulb, you know what I mean? The customer never knows. Nobody ever says anything. Oh, you got to buy a whole new one. They don't got to buy a whole new one. This way, it just makes it easier that they can be interested. Like, oh, that blue light that guy told me is supposed to be on is not on. They scan the code and start looking. And I think the whole process makes it easier because nowadays it's not that homeowners and customers don't want to spend money. They just don't want to be sold. So I always say they want to buy, but they don't want to be sold. So when you give them these kind of avenues to be able to take it upon themselves, you'd be surprised how much faster, how much more they're going to buy these consumables. And you're going to be the one to go back out and install it. They're going to call you or you're going to know. So when somebody does the AirLink program and they scan that, does it pop up and let us know that the customer made that purchase?
So on AirLink, you'll get a monthly breakdown whenever you get the profit check of what all homeowners purchased, and you'll see exactly where all of those filters went. With E-Contractor, you'll be able to get on your portal and see in live time exactly where all your filters went as soon as that order ships out.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, and you, if God forbid customers buy one of those, bulbs or something that they can't do, they're going to call us to come put it in for them anyway. So sure. It's kind of a win-win. That's the marketing 101. The more that we get in front of the customer, the better. So,
and that's the hidden gem of the AirLink program is, it's nice to pick up the residual sales of the filters and all of that. And that is definitely want to drive that home. That's important. But the other thing is that logo is right in front of your homeowner every time they change their filter. Every time they need to change their bulb, they see your name, and you only get so many opportunities to be in front of a homeowner. It just increases your odds that you're going to be their person with that branding right in front of them.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they say nowadays with logos and things like that is so important. When people say, man, You could be a small company. Say you got 5 trucks and a customer says, "Hey man, I see your vans everywhere." That's good. That's what you want to hear. And, you know, and I even tell a lot of people that's why like stickers and putting that kind of stuff all over the units, just like this stuff with the branding on it, is huge. Because you'd be surprised how many customers will have a membership with you, but when their system breaks, how long it takes them to realize who services their system.
Mhm.
You would think that they would go, "Oh, those guys," but they don't. But this way, if you have stickers, the UV lights are branded, the humidifiers branded, the filter cabinets branded. When they walk down their mechanical room, they're gonna say, "Oh, yep, okay, I remember those guys." You know what I mean? Like it's gonna make it stand out and make it easier. And it sounds dumb, but it happens more than you may think it does. Um, you know, I actually won some customers back that we had lost because they accidentally called us because our sticker was still on the unit. And the last time that we dealt with them was like a year or so ago. So it's actually
Mhm.
it's kind of wild. Um,
And,
since you
and to that point, I think I saw a statistic a while back. Most homeowners move every 7 years. Now it's probably gone up a bit with how high housing is right now, but that homeowner moves, someone else moves in, your name's right there on that cabinet. So you don't have a relationship with that person, but they come in, something goes wrong with their system, they're going to see your name right there. That's just going to increase your odds that that new person is going to reach out to you. So it's another little caveat of a value add.
yeah, you definitely have to. I've never understood like just think about, somebody does a painting, a work of art, and they don't sign the bottom. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is. Like, you when somebody moves in, they're gonna be like, unless they know somebody who has a company or something like that, they're gonna look and be like, oh well, this company's taking care of it. They're familiar with the system. Why don't we call them? Um, and it's funny. I used to always say the little things make the big things happen. And I know some of you may be like, "Oh, these are little things," and maybe they are little things in themselves, but when you add it up, it's a lot bigger than you think it is, and it's very important, and it's something that you want to be able to offer to your customers and not have to worry about. And that's what I love about this is once you set it up, once you do it, it's just you add this into your process and systems, and it takes care of itself. This is the what we implement with our company. This is what we do. This is how we buy them. This is what we install. This is how our customers go to get the consumables for these said products. And it makes it very, very simple.
Simplicity is the name of the game with what we're trying to achieve. We know that contractors are pulled in a million different directions. So if we can come up with an easy way for you all to stay in front of the homeowner and pick up a little mailbox money on the way in and the way out, that we would love to do that for you.
Yeah, and things like this, you're not going to go from a $10 million company to a $30 million offering this stuff. But well, I take that back. You might, you know what I mean, by the little things that set yourself apart from the other guys. People think that the customer needs you, which is not true. You need the customer because there's 50 plus other people in your area doing the same thing that you do. What makes you different? What sets you apart? Um, and things like this are what's going to set you apart. The little extras, like he said, the value adds that you offer your customer, that makes them keep coming back to you. And the more that we send them to do something else, that's the more that we're sending them away from us. If I could have them come to my website and do everything that they need, the more the better.
Mhm.
You know, and yeah, those little things make a big difference. Have any of you used in the chat? Have you used this service? Have you currently bought stuff from Jackson Systems? I'm very curious. See, somebody comment and said, "I'm doing a filter upgrade. We are having." Okay, he's just random comment. I thought it was about this. It's about filters, but it wasn't about this. So how has it taken off, this AirLink program as far as when you guys first started? I mean, it's people really catching on to it.
Yeah, no, they are. I think we're closing in on 300 contractors that are up and running with the program. And we're just trying to get the word out there even more so. I think it's a great thing. I'm with you. You made a comment at the start of the show. Someone's going to have to explain to me why you wouldn't want this program, because the people that are using the cabinets and UV light, they're already buying it. This is the service, the program, the filter store, all of that's free to you. You don't spend any money on the filters. The homeowner buys it and you just collect a profit check. So it's a completely free program, hands off after you buy the program. And the setup process is super easy. You send us a logo. We act if you have a vector logo. That makes our life a little bit easier. If not, we can even create one for you. But it takes about a day or two for our team to send you back a proof of what your logo is going to look like, what the QR code is, and link it to the right product. You just double check everything looks good on your end. You sign off, and boom, we're shipping cabinets out. Sometimes the same day, sometimes the next day if we're busy. You'll have cabinets in your hand, cradle to grave, that very first order within a week. And then after that, files saved, everything. You send an order in. We can ship same day or next day. It just depends on our warehouse, but it's quick, easy, doesn't delay things very, very much at all. You get cabinets in your hand and everything's free shipping. So.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And another thing I want people to know, because I know some people think, and no, it's not like, oh, well, now I'm going to pay more for that cabinet because I get all these extra features. And that's not true. Because you can shop it around and what you're going to get it from them is going to be on par with wherever you're going to purchase it. I can promise you that. So I know that's going to pop up in an email, in a chat, in a question somewhere from somebody. So I wanted to make sure that I got ahead of that. That is not the case. And that's what, once again, that's what makes this such a no-brainer, that we have to buy these things anyway. Why not buy it and get your logo on it for free and be able to get the AirLink program for the consumable for it? It's just, yeah, it's a no-brainer. And I don't want to sit here and beat a dead horse. But I think this service is something that everybody out there should be offering if you're not. And it is going to make you stand out, and it's 100% free. I really don't know what else to say about that. It's crazy.
And if someone can think of a really, truly real reason why you wouldn't want to do it, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to understand what would keep someone like, I really don't want to do this program because of X, Y, Z. Because if we're missing the boat on something, I want to know. To me, it's a really great program. Again, it goes back to the Jackson way of finding ways to help contractors succeed in business, get their name in front of homeowners, and make a little extra money. And we're just trying to help. And so if there's something you're like, hey, I think you're missing this, let us know.
Yeah. And just remember again, so the AirLink program is with multiple products, depending on what the product. He used the filter cabinet as an example, and I'm sorry that I may have muddied the water when I say that, but the AirLink program is on several different things. So somebody could have that media cabinet in there. Bam, now they can go get the filter for that. Also, if it's for the humidifier pad, now you have the humidifier in there, same thing. So if you listen to this, make sure you listen to the end. I'm sorry that if I mixed those two together, that was my apologies.
No worries. And it's any product that has a consumable, and really any product you want branded, we can brand it for you. We have multiple options with the thermostat imprinting, the UV flatbed printer, which very, very high quality, looks really neat. It's high def. And then we even have a very high quality vinyl decal machine to do all sorts of stuff. We've branded condensate pumps. We've had people want us to brand dampers before, which that caught me off guard, but we did it. And so you name it, we can brand it.
Hey, I guess every little thing. And I guess there's sometimes where the dampers are like customer facing where they can see them. I guess it would make sense.
Yeah.
It says, do you take care? I don't know about that. Yes, Jackson Systems is free. So the service is free. Obviously, you have to pay for the products just like you would anywhere else. but the service they're talking about is 100% free. Yes, Ryan. Um,
Yep.
I'm trying to see this question. He says, do you take care of water filters too? You guys don't deal with any kind of water filters, do you?
We do not have anything set up for sure, but if whoever wanted to ask the question, if you got us some information, most of our filter suppliers deal in water filters too. We may be able to set you up.
There you go. There is your answer. All right, man. Well, I feel, is there anything that we haven't covered? I know we started late, but I feel like this, I don't want to over elaborate it because this is it's so good, but simple. I don't want to sit here and where we repeat ourselves, but do you think, is there anything about this program you think that we haven't mentioned? Did I miss anything?
No, and it's really, I know I was looking at the rest of your podcast and I'm like, oh, they're about an hour long. And I was like, this is such a simple program. I was like, 5 minutes and we can explain it. And that's the beauty of it really, is it's simple, it's easy, and it doesn't require a lot of X's and O's. It's just straightforward. Get us your logo, buy the cabins from us, and you're off to the races.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to fluff it. So I don't want to stretch this out to make people, I want people to get the facts in this. So I'll cut out the stuff before and cut it after so that they get the facts so they understand exactly what this is. Also, so you guys know, anybody that's going to be at AHR, hold on, what is this doing? You may be ending anyway because something's acting goofy over here. Okay. We are going to be doing a live podcast live at AHR at one of the podcast pavilions. So anybody that is going to AHR, come over and see us live. We're going to be talking about this stuff. Do you guys have a booth at AHR, correct?
We will not. Jackson Systems will not have a booth. No.
Okay.
Not our wholesale team. No.
Yeah, I figured that makes sense because sometimes, well, for you guys, the booth probably wouldn't make sense anyway, and those things they're expensive.
No, I'm going. I'll be walking the show. So if anyone in the chat or anyone out there wants to meet up, have a cup of coffee, have a drink, whatever, hit me up. I'm sure we can send my contact info out to everybody after this. But I appreciate everyone listening.
Yeah, no, awesome. Well, Matt, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate this. I'm so sorry about the headaches getting on here and all that kind of stuff, man. It was definitely a headache. The first guest in a while. I've done some solo shows lately, and the first time I have a guest back on, and we go through all this stuff, man. But yeah, I thank you for coming on to talk about Jackson Systems, be a representative of them, of a company that I've stood by for so long. I love what they do and what they stand for. And then also to clarify some of these things to make sure that I wasn't mixing these things together. So thank you for clarifying that for me.
Of course. Thanks for having me. It was a great experience. I appreciate it. And don't worry about the technology. If there's a way for me to mess up technology, I'll do it. So I'll take the blame on that one.
Yeah, no, definitely wasn't your fault. It's always something. It's a bad day, but all right, brother, have a great one, man. If you want, you can hang tight. I'm going to go ahead and close this show out. All right.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys, especially to the live audience tonight. I say live audience like you guys are sitting in front of me. Well, you are in front of me. But thank you guys for bearing through this, man, with the technical difficulties. I know you guys were talking amongst yourself in the chat there for a little bit, which you always do. So thank you guys very much for this, man. I'm super excited to be doing this partnership before, like I said, with Jackson Systems, because I love what they stand for. And I know this seems like a very simplified program, which it is, but I want to make sure that the simplicity of it doesn't take away the value and the importance of it. All right. So when you're listening to this audio podcast, you're listening to this, please understand how extremely valuable this can be to your company for something that doesn't cost you anything, to just continue to buy the products that you're going to buy anyway. You're already going to provide these services to your customer. Now you're going to get all these added benefits at no extra cost. So that's what I meant by earlier when I said it just makes sense. You got to tell me why this wouldn't make sense in what world, because for me and all the business that I've ran or owned, it's always made sense. So please go give my friends over at Jackson Systems. The fact that it's free, there is no link. I don't get anything from this if you click. I just want all of you to be able to reap the benefits of what Jackson Systems is offering. So go over and check that stuff out for me, okay? Thank you guys so much in the live audience for tonight, man. I know we've been doing some goofy shows here lately, so we actually got back to a serious one. So thank you guys for the change of pace, man. I really do appreciate you guys being here every Wednesday. But with that being said, man, I'm going to start to close this out. All right, guys, please make sure that you like and follow the podcast on all the social media sites so you can stay up to date on everything that is going on. Please make sure you give the podcast a 5-star review wherever it is that you get your podcast. The podcast is everywhere, whether you watch the video or the audio, wherever you get your podcast, it will be there. All right. So with that being said, man, please keep your guys' head on the swivel. I want each and every one of you to make it home the same way that you left, all right? I don't care if it's driving, putting that ladder up, whatever it is, just please be careful, all right? I don't want to hear that another one of our HVAC brothers and sisters didn't make it home. So please be careful. Please be safe, all right? Make sure the power's turned off. Pay attention when you're driving. People are crazy out there, so just please be safe, all right? Remember to do the little things. Set yourself apart from the next guy or girl, all right? Do the little things to set yourself apart. Remember, if you're not trying to get better, you're getting worse. There's no such thing as staying the same, all right? Give back to the industry. Unless you're a true newbie, you know something to be able to help somebody else, all right? We can't get in that mentality where we're afraid to help other people, all right? Let's build this industry up. Let's help each other. Let's get better together. I always say that. All right. Remember to just be a good person, man. You just put positivity in the world. You're going to get positivity back. All right. With that being said, man, I love each and every one of you. I thank you so very much. And until next week, I'll talk with you mofos later. All right. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or email us anytime at hvacuncensored@gmail.com. Now, get back to work. Shut this down. The views and opinions shared on the HVAC Uncensored Podcast may not necessarily be the views and opinions of our sponsors or guests.
See you, everybody. Have a good week.